Most people think that manifestation is about getting the universe to give them what they want. But the truth is, the universe isn't trying to create for you, it's trying to create through you. And by the end of this video, you'll see why that the most powerful way to manifest isn't chasing, scripting, or commanding the universe. It's about becoming still enough for life to move through you. Hey there, friend. My name is Anthony, and in this video, we're going deep into exploring an aspect of identity shifting that I call manifestation through presence. The moment you stop trying to attract and start becoming the vessel for what life wants to express. Because the truth is, the universe doesn't respond to our demands. It doesn't respond to pressure. It responds to alignment. It responds to your authentic presence. So we spend so much of our lives chasing outcomes. The beautiful relationship, the dream home, that grandiose spiritual awakening, believing that peace and freedom awaits on the other side of that arrival. But the more we chase, the further that peace and freedom drift. We stack our desires like bricks around us to the point where we can't even see the sky anymore. And somewhere in all that striving, we forget. Spiritual growth was never about accumulation. It's about allowing. It's not about getting more from life. It's about letting more of life move through you. It's about allowing life to take you by the hand. And that's not to say that the chase for outcomes is bad. It's just misplaced energy. Energy that's meant for flow, not grasping. You see, one of the biggest misconceptions about manifestations is that it's an act of control. But true manifestation is really an act of surrender. A willingness to allow the universe to use you as an instrument. Because you're not some separate individual creator pulling strings in the cosmos. You are the cosmos, expressing itself in human form. So when something starts bubbling up inside you, an idea, a goal, a whisper, a pull that just won't leave you alone, that's not random. That's the universe tapping you on the shoulder. Because life itself only really has one goal, and that's to expand into more life. Even if you go back to the early 1900s in the book The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles, he talks about how the universe, or what he refers to in the book as the original substance from which all life comes from, only really cares about moving towards a greater expression of that life, to enlarging itself, to reaching higher and higher levels of consciousness. And when it calls on you, it's choosing you as a collaborator in that expansion. But if you ignore that call, that energy simply doesn't just die. It simply finds another willing vessel. It will choose somebody else to bring forth that expression. So when you get that whisper, when that tug arrives, don't ask why me. Ask why not me? Because maybe life isn't testing you. Maybe life is trusting you. Perhaps you are the chosen one. And this whisper rarely arrives in meditation or in some outlandish mystical experience. It usually knocks on your front door disguised as new opportunity, an opportunity that stretches you beyond your comfort zone. When something arises in your life that scares you a little, but stirs your soul, excites your soul, that's not coincidence. That's life saying, here's your next canvas. Are you willing to co-create with me? And the worst thing you can do is dismiss it, because every opportunity that expands you is life giving you the chance to let its idea become real and manifest through you. And I've seen this play out so many times in my life. There were so many moments in the past where I said no to new opportunities, not because they weren't right, but because they stretched me in ways that I wasn't yet ready to allow. Looking back, I realized it wasn't fear trying to protect me. It was the universe showing me something deeper, a part of me that wasn't ready yet to be expressed. Now when something new shows up in my life and stretches me and makes me a little uncomfortable, I have to remind myself to pause and wonder, is this a doorway? Is this an invitation? Because every next version of you lives on the other side of that doorway. To manifest something meaningful, something that truly makes your soul sing, will almost always ask you to step into the unfamiliar, into that space that feels a little too big for who you're used to being. And that's the invitation. So I invite you to slow down right now. If it's appropriate to do so, feel into your body and drop into your heart space. And take a breath through your heart. Breathe in that you are the chosen one. And breathe out through the mind's resistance. And as you slow down and feel your breath into your heart, can you notice that tiny pulse behind the breath? That's life asking for room. That's the universe creating through you in real time. Every time you answer that whisper, you act on that nudge, you shift your identity from the one trying to manipulate and force manifestation, from the one trying to control life, to the one life can move through. That's what it means to manifest through presence. That's what it means to live authentically, to live from your soul's agenda. Manifestation is not about using the universe to get what you want. It's about allowing the universe to use you to bring forth what it wants to become. You don't have to know how your manifestation will come together. You don't have to know how all the pieces fit. The same intelligence that hung the moon and the stars in the sky and that grows forests is orchestrating your path. This divine source conspires for every expression that expands consciousness. And that's why it wants to help you become who you know you're destined to be. Because every time you say yes to that calling, you're helping life experience more of itself. Beautiful work. So in closing, maybe what's been tugging at you lately isn't pressure, but partnership. Maybe life isn't asking you to manifest. Maybe it's asking you to remember that you are already its chosen channel. If this message spoke to you today, I'd love to hear about it. Please leave a little emoji symbol in the comments and share one word that life is asking to create through you. Thanks for being here with me today. I'll see you in the next video. Much love.